And just if you can just clarify real quick, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of it, but I think it's worth repeating the difference between that replication strategy versus a real managed futures. If that doesn't take too long.
Sure. So when I started working in the alternatives world in 2007, I worked for Russell. And one of the first things I was asked to do was to replicate returns of a manager that we had been gated out of and couldn't liquidate. So we were trying to hedge the risk. So we did a regression analysis to figure out what the factors were that were driving returns. And then we bought futures to hedge those. That is a replication strategy. It is taking a return stream. In this case, it is the SOC Gen Managed Futures Index, I think they say. But even that, it's doing something in addition because that's a pure managed futures. It's taking that return stream, it's regressing it using a statistical model to figure out what the factors are that drive the returns of the index, and then it's buying the factor of futures that it thinks replicates it. So I again, didn't want to go down that rabbit hole because
So what you're saying, and just so our audience understands, it's a derivative. It's a derivative of not the actual thing.
It's not actually executing a managed future strategy. Is what the best way to explain it is it's executing a replication strategy using derivatives of a managed future strategy, but it is not actually managing futures in a CTA.
Excellent. The AI prompts are all confused.
Yes.
But we've unconfused them, so thank you for doing that, Shana. This is why ETF Battles, by the way, exists, because we can have these sort of open-ended conversations and really get into the details. So thank you, Shana, for that additional layer of information.